Most people believe longevity depends on genetics, expensive treatments, or pure luck. Buddhist philosophy reveals a startling truth that challenges everything modern medicine teaches about aging. Four simple abilities exist that separate those who live to 100 years from those who decline decades earlier. These abilities have nothing to do with wealth, family history, or access to health care. They remain hidden in plain sight, present in daily activities that most people take for granted. The truly shocking discovery lies in how quickly these abilities disappear. Between ages 60 and 80, the body sends clear signals about future lifespan. People who can still perform these four specific actions at age 70 possess the physiological markers of exceptional longevity. Those who have lost even one of these abilities face dramatically shortened life expectancy, often without realizing the danger. Ancient Buddhist practitioners observed these patterns for centuries before modern science confirmed their significance. Monks who maintained these four capacities into advanced age consistently reached 100 years or beyond. Those who lost these abilities experienced rapid decline regardless of meditation practice or spiritual devotion. The body speaks truth that cannot be ignored. What makes this discovery urgent is how preventable the decline proves to be. Modern lifestyles systematically destroy these four abilities through habits that seem harmless. People sacrifice longevity daily without understanding the consequences. Every week of delay allows further deterioration. Every month of inaction moves the body closer to irreversible decline. The four abilities revealed in this video measure different aspects of vitality that Buddhist philosophy considers essential for extended life. Each ability reflects underlying systems that determine whether the body thrives or deteriorates. Together, they create a complete picture of true biological age versus calendar age. Someone who possesses all four abilities at age 75 has the body of someone decades younger. Someone who has lost multiple abilities at age 65 carries the body of someone far older. Testing these abilities requires no equipment, no medical appointments, no expense. Anyone watching this video can perform all four tests immediately in the privacy of their home. The results provide honest assessment of current trajectory. Positive results confirm practices that support longevity. Negative results demand immediate intervention before permanent damage occurs. Before revealing these four life-extending abilities and the simple tests that measure them, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This content could add years or even decades to life expectancy. Missing this information means missing the opportunity to make changes while change remains possible. The subscribe button ensures access to wisdom that supports healthy aging and extended vitality. Buddhist teachings emphasize that like attracts like in the universe. Those who engage with content about health and longevity signal their intention to embrace these qualities. The simple act of liking this video aligns personal energy with vitality and extended life. Thousands of viewers who have applied these teachings report remarkable improvements in health markers and quality of life. Comment below with this powerful mantra: I attract longevity and vibrant health. Writing these words creates public commitment and energetic alignment with long life. The mantra works as affirmation and intention, programming both conscious and subconscious mind toward actions that support extended lifespan. Reading the comments section reveals a global community of people choosing vitality over decline, actively pursuing the 100-year life. Buddhist philosophy approaches aging differently than Western medicine. Modern healthcare treats aging as inevitable deterioration, requiring management through medication and intervention. Buddhist wisdom recognizes aging as a natural process that can unfold with maintained vitality or accelerated decline depending on lifestyle choices and energetic cultivation. The difference between these two paths determines whether someone reaches 100 years with independence and clarity or requires decades of assistance and diminished capacity. Ancient teachings identify specific markers that predict longevity trajectory. These markers reflect not just physical condition, but energetic vitality, karmic alignment, and spiritual cultivation. The body serves as temple for consciousness. When maintained properly through correct practices and mindful living, this temple supports life for a century or more. When neglected or abused through ignorance, the temple crumbles prematurely. The four abilities explored in this video represent Buddhism's holistic understanding of vitality. They measure physical capability, neurological function, energetic flow, and spiritual alignment simultaneously. Western medicine might test these areas separately without recognizing their interconnection. Buddhist wisdom understands that true health requires all systems functioning in harmony. Weakness in any single area creates cascade effects throughout the entire being. Traditional Buddhist monasteries observed aging patterns across countless practitioners over centuries. Certain monks maintained remarkable vitality into extreme old age, while others declined rapidly despite similar spiritual practice. Investigation revealed the difference lay in preserving four specific capabilities. Those who retained these abilities continued active participation in monastery life past 100 years. Those who lost these abilities rarely survived past 80, regardless of meditation skill or spiritual attainment. This accumulated wisdom now finds scientific confirmation. Modern research on centenarians identifies the same patterns Buddhist monks documented centuries ago. People who live past 100 share common physical abilities that distinguish them from shorter-lived individuals. These abilities predict longevity more accurately than genetics, diet, or medical care. The body demonstrates its potential lifespan through simple actions that anyone can observe and measure. The urgency of testing these abilities immediately stems from Buddhist understanding of karmic timing. Every moment carries potential for transformation or decline. Present actions determine future condition. People who test these abilities today gain knowledge that allows course correction. Those who delay miss crucial intervention windows. The difference between taking action now versus postponing for weeks or months can literally determine whether someone reaches 100 years or falls short by decades. The first ability, standing from floor without arm support. The ability to rise from floor to standing position without using arms for support or leverage reveals profound information about longevity potential. Buddhist philosophy recognizes this movement as fundamental expression of life force and bodily integration. When someone can perform this action smoothly at age 70, their body demonstrates exceptional preservation of strength, balance, flexibility, and neurological coordination. The symbolic meaning runs deeper than simple physical capability. Rising from ground to standing position represents spiritual resurrection and renewal. Buddhist teachings use this imagery to describe awakening consciousness emerging from earthly attachment to elevated awareness. The body's ability to perform this physical action mirrors the soul's capacity for spiritual elevation. Those who maintain this ability preserve both physical and spiritual mobility. The test itself remains straightforward. Stand barefoot in clear space, lower the body to sitting position on floor with legs crossed. From this seated position, rise to full standing without using hands, arms, or any external support. The movement should flow smoothly without staggering, struggling, or requiring multiple attempts. Someone with excellent longevity markers can perform this action in single fluid motion taking less than 3 seconds. People who retain this ability into advanced age possess remarkable advantages. Their core strength remains intact, supporting upright posture and protecting spine and internal organs. Balance systems function properly, preventing falls that often trigger rapid decline in elderly populations. Flexibility persists in joints and connective tissues, allowing full range of motion. Neurological pathways maintain clear communication between brain and body, enabling coordinated complex movements. The cardiovascular system shows strength when this test succeeds. Heart and lungs supply adequate oxygen during exertion. Blood pressure remains stable during position changes. The vestibular system governing spatial orientation and equilibrium operates correctly. Proprioception, the body's sense of its own position and movement, functions accurately. All these systems working together predict extended lifespan. However, losing this ability signals multiple concerning deteriorations occurring simultaneously. Muscle mass declines, particularly in legs and core. Balance mechanisms weaken, increasing fall risk dramatically. Flexibility decreases as connective tissues lose elasticity. Neurological communication slows. Each of these changes accelerates overall decline. Together, they predict shortened lifespan and reduced quality of life in remaining years. The danger extends beyond the physical. People who cannot rise from floor without arm support often begin avoiding floor-level activities. This avoidance creates downward spiral as reduced activity further weakens the body. Fear of falling develops, limiting movement and exploration. Independence erodes as simple tasks become challenging. The psychological impact of lost capability accelerates aging beyond the physical decline. Buddhist wisdom emphasizes that this ability can be restored through dedicated practice. The body responds to appropriate challenge with renewed strength and coordination. Simple exercises performed consistently rebuild the capability. Sitting and rising from floor multiple times daily, initially using minimal arm support and gradually reducing assistance, trains the necessary systems. Balance practices like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe enhance stability. Flexibility exercises maintain joint mobility. The integration advice proves simple yet demanding of commitment. Anyone who cannot perform this test perfectly should begin floor practice immediately. Start by sitting and rising with full arm support, focusing on smooth, controlled movement. Gradually reduce arm assistance as capability improves. Perform this practice 3 to 5 times daily. Supplement with leg strengthening exercises like squats and lunges performed with proper form, include balance training and stretching for comprehensive restoration. The second ability, climbing stairs without shortness of breath. The capacity to climb 2 flights of stairs without experiencing significant shortness of breath demonstrates cardiovascular health and respiratory efficiency essential for extended lifespan. Buddhist philosophy connects breath with life force itself. The quality and ease of breathing directly reflects vitality and remaining life energy. Someone who can ascend stairs at age 75 without gasping possesses the lung capacity and heart function of someone decades younger. Ancient teachings recognize stairs as metaphor for spiritual ascension. Each step upward represents progress toward enlightenment and elevated consciousness. The ease with which the body climbs physical stairs mirrors the soul's ability to rise through spiritual planes. Those who struggle with literal stairs often struggle with metaphorical ascension in their spiritual development. The test requires access to standard staircase. Climb 2 flights of stairs, approximately 24 to 30 steps total at normal walking pace. Do not rush, but do not move abnormally slowly. Upon reaching the top, assess breathing immediately. Someone with excellent cardiovascular health feels slightly accelerated breath but can speak in complete sentences without gasping. Recovery to normal breathing occurs within 30 to 60 seconds. People who pass this test demonstrate multiple longevity markers. Heart muscle remains strong, pumping blood efficiently throughout the body. Blood vessels maintain elasticity, allowing proper circulation. Lungs preserve adequate capacity, exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide effectively. Cellular metabolism functions properly, using oxygen to generate energy without excessive waste products. Mitochondria, the powerhouses within cells, continue operating at youthful levels. The cardiovascular and respiratory systems work in concert to deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell while removing waste products. When these systems function optimally, the entire body benefits. Brain receives adequate oxygen for clear thinking and memory formation. Muscles receive fuel for strength and endurance. Organs receive support for proper function. Tissues receive resources for maintenance and repair. This systemic efficiency predicts reaching 100 years with maintained capability. Conversely, struggling with stairs reveals dangerous deteriorations. Shortness of breath during moderate exertion indicates declining heart function or reduced lung capacity or both. The heart must work harder to pump blood through less elastic vessels. Lungs extract less oxygen from each breath. Cells operate under oxygen deficit, producing energy less efficiently. These changes signal accelerated aging and increased risk of cardiovascular events. The shadow side extends to daily life limitations. People who cannot climb stairs without breathlessness begin avoiding stairs, choosing elevators or single-story living. This avoidance creates vicious cycle as reduced cardiovascular challenge further weakens the system. Activities requiring moderate exertion become difficult, limiting independence. Fear of physical stress restricts lifestyle. Quality of life diminishes as capability erodes. Buddhist teachings emphasize cardiovascular restoration through graduated challenge. The body adapts to demands placed upon it. Consistent, appropriate exercise rebuilds heart and lung function even after significant decline. The key lies in regular practice that challenges without overwhelming the system. Walking represents ideal foundation. Daily walks lasting 20 to 30 minutes provide steady cardiovascular stimulus without excessive stress. Integration advice involves progressive stair practice combined with sustained aerobic activity. Those who struggle with the stair test should begin stair climbing practice 3 times weekly. Start with single flight, rest, then repeat. Gradually increase to 2 flights without rest as capability improves. Supplement with daily walking, gradually extending duration and incorporating hills or inclines for additional challenge. Swimming or cycling provide joint-friendly alternatives delivering cardiovascular benefits. The third ability, touching toes. While standing, flexibility to bend forward and touch toes while standing with straight legs reveals preserved elasticity in connective tissues, spinal mobility, and hamstring length. Buddhist philosophy recognizes flexibility as expression of adaptability and openness to life's changes. Physical rigidity mirrors mental and emotional rigidity. Those who maintain bodily flexibility preserve mental flexibility and emotional resilience necessary for navigating life's challenges into extreme old age. The symbolic connection between physical and spiritual flexibility appears throughout Buddhist teachings. Rigid things break when stressed, flexible things bend and survive. Bamboo bends in typhoon while rigid oak shatters. The body teaching this lesson through maintained flexibility demonstrates wisdom. Someone who can still touch toes at age 72 shows their life maintains pliability and grace rather than brittleness and fragility. The test requires standing with feet together and legs completely straight. Without bending knees, fold forward from hips and reach toward feet. Someone with excellent flexibility easily touches floor with palms flat. Adequate flexibility allows touching toes with fingertips while maintaining straight legs. Restricted flexibility prevents reaching past mid-shin. The movement should flow smoothly without bouncing or forcing. People who retain this flexibility demonstrate multiple systems functioning properly. Connective tissues, including tendons and ligaments, maintain elasticity rather than becoming stiff and shortened. The spine preserves mobility through all vertebral segments. Hamstring muscles remain long and pliable rather than tight and restricted. The nervous system tolerates stretch without triggering excessive protective reflexes. Hip joints move through full range of motion. The benefits extend throughout the body. Flexible tissues reduce injury risk during daily activities. Spinal mobility prevents chronic back pain that limits elderly populations. Proper hip function maintains walking efficiency and balance. Good flexibility allows the body to absorb impact and adapt to unexpected movements. All these factors contribute to sustained independence and reduced fall risk, both critical for reaching 100 years. Losing this flexibility indicates concerning changes. Connective tissues shorten and stiffen with disuse and aging. The spine loses mobility as discs dehydrate and facet joints degenerate. Hamstrings tighten from prolonged sitting and reduced stretching. These changes create downward spiral. Reduced flexibility limits movement. Limited movement further reduces flexibility. Eventually, simple activities like putting on shoes or picking up dropped objects become difficult or impossible. The psychological impact accompanies physical limitation. People who lose flexibility often feel older than their calendar age. The inability to perform simple movements triggers awareness of decline. Fear of movement develops as flexibility loss makes certain positions uncomfortable or painful. This fear creates further restriction as people avoid movements requiring flexibility. The mind accepts limitation that the body could overcome with proper practice. Buddhist wisdom offers clear path to restored flexibility through patient, consistent stretching. Unlike strength that can build rapidly, flexibility requires gradual, progressive practice. Forcing flexibility creates injury. Gentle, persistent stretching creates adaptation. The body responds to regular stretch stimulus by lengthening tissues and increasing range of motion. Even someone who cannot reach knees can eventually touch toes with dedicated practice. Integration advice emphasizes daily stretching routine requiring only minutes. Upon waking each morning, perform gentle forward fold, holding comfortable stretch for 30 seconds, repeating 3 times. Throughout the day, take movement breaks to stretch hamstrings and spine. Before bed, repeat morning routine. Supplement with yoga or Tai Chi practices that incorporate full body flexibility training. Patience proves essential as flexibility improvements occur gradually over weeks and months rather than days. The fourth ability, remembering 3 items. After 10 minutes, cognitive function measured through short-term memory retention predicts longevity as reliably as physical capabilities. The ability to hear 3 unrelated words, engage in unrelated activity for 10 minutes, then accurately recall all 3 words demonstrates neurological health essential for extended lifespan. Buddhist philosophy recognizes clear mind as foundation for spiritual development and practical living. Memory preservation indicates the brain maintains vitality necessary for independence through advanced age. Ancient Buddhist practitioners cultivated memory through meditation practices and scriptural memorization. Monks who maintained sharp memory into extreme old age possessed advantage in spiritual practice and teaching. Those experiencing memory decline struggled with meditation techniques requiring sustained focus and found daily activities increasingly challenging. The observations revealed memory preservation as marker of overall brain health. The test requires another person or written preparation. Select 3 unrelated concrete words like elephant, bicycle, and apple. Hear or read these words once, focusing attention on remembering them. Immediately engage in different mental activity like conversation, reading, or problem solving for exactly 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, attempt to recall all 3 words without prompts or hints. Someone with healthy cognitive function recalls all 3 words easily. Recalling 2 words indicates mild concern. Recalling 1 or 0 words signals significant cognitive decline. People who pass this test demonstrate preserved brain function across multiple systems. The hippocampus, brain region critical for memory formation, continues functioning properly. Neurotransmitter systems that enable communication between brain cells remain balanced. Blood flow to brain tissues delivers adequate oxygen and glucose. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, the protein supporting neuron health and growth, maintains sufficient levels. All these factors predict sustained cognitive function into extreme age. The significance extends beyond memory itself. Cognitive health enables continued independence through advanced age. Clear thinking supports appropriate decision-making about health, finances, and relationships. Preserved memory allows maintaining social connections and engaging in meaningful activities. Mental sharpness provides quality of life that makes extended lifespan desirable rather than burdensome. Someone who reaches 100 years with failing memory suffers despite the achievement. Someone who reaches 100 years with sharp mind celebrates the blessing. Failing this test reveals concerning neurological changes. Short-term memory decline often represents early warning of progressive cognitive deterioration. The brain may be experiencing reduced blood flow, inflammatory processes, accumulating protein plaques, or neurotransmitter imbalances. These changes typically worsen without intervention, potentially leading to dementia or Alzheimer's disease. The earlier detection occurs, the more opportunity exists for protective measures. The shadow side creates devastating impact on independence and relationships. People experiencing memory decline often recognize the problem, triggering anxiety and depression. Fear of forgetting important information or becoming lost creates stress that further impairs memory. Family members bear increasing responsibility for oversight and assistance. Social interactions become difficult as memory lapses create awkward moments. The person retreats from activities they once enjoyed, accelerating cognitive decline through reduced mental stimulation. Buddhist practices offer powerful tools for maintaining and improving memory. Meditation training enhances attention and focus, fundamental capacities underlying memory formation. Mindfulness practice cultivates present moment awareness that improves encoding of new information. Visualization techniques strengthen the hippocampus and memory systems. The lifestyle factors supporting spiritual practice, including adequate sleep, stress management, and purposeful living, all protect cognitive function. Integration advice combines mental exercises with lifestyle optimization. Those struggling with memory tests should begin daily meditation practice, starting with 5 minutes and gradually extending duration. Practice mindfulness during routine activities, maintaining full attention on present experience. Exercise the memory through deliberate practice like learning new information, memorizing poetry or scripture, and playing memory games. Ensure 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep nightly, as sleep consolidates memories. Reduce chronic stress through relaxation practices. Engage in regular social interaction and purposeful activities that provide mental stimulation. These 4 abilities together paint complete picture of longevity potential. Someone who possesses all 4 capabilities at age 70 likely reaches 100 years barring accidents or acute illness. Someone who has lost multiple abilities faces shortened lifespan unless immediate intervention occurs. The honest assessment these tests provide offers opportunity for transformation. Knowledge creates power when combined with action. Buddhist wisdom teaches that the body constantly renews itself. Cells regenerate, systems adapt to demands. Practices that support vitality reverse decline at any age. The person who tests these 4 abilities today and discovers limitations holds the key to their future. Acknowledging present condition honestly allows appropriate response. Denial or avoidance changes nothing.